Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're heading out into a next tropical cyclone to go for a camp in a cabin. I haven't been to this one before, so it's going to be quite exciting to check it out for the first time with you guys. So not a big walk in, but I probably will get wet. But once we're there we can chop a heaps of wood and get the fire cranking. But this is the first camp since I hit 100,000 subscribers, so I just want to say a massive thank you to all you guys for following along and enduring these camps with me. But I'm gonna push on, get to the cabin, get things all set up, and I'll see you there. Hey, it's quite nice in here. There's good natural light. It's got a good feel to it. First things first, gonna get a coffee on, then we'll tidy this place up and get some wood. Cheers everybody. I got a little covered area out here and a deck. Brought out my deck chair. I can just sit and watch the rain come in and be sheltered. It's like being under a tarp. This is perfect. Starting to come in. These things are a Dutch delicacy, apparently. It's like a waffle with caramel in it. The blade is still fresh. All the wood around here I imagine is pretty well scavenged, but I have to go back into this forest. I should find some dead trees. Got my big saw, the Silky. There's quite a bit of wood in the shed, but I'm gonna have heaps of fire going, so got to get lots of wood and make sure I replenish all the stocks. Yeah, there's quite a bit of wood in here. Big thick pieces that have been brought in. Like this. This kind of stuff. But I'll go get some nice standing dead things from the forest, trees, and I'll bring them back and saw them up. Didn't have to go far to find that. It's a good start. That's low quality wood. A few more loads. She'll be right. Oh man. Okay, a little bit more. Look at me. I'm filthy. Woo! Need to build an appetite. So most of what you can see before me was actually trees that had fallen down in like a giant windstorm. So I didn't even have to cut these down, pretty much just cut them up off the ground. But I'll tell you what man, it's an absolutely epic pile. Now we've got to chop that all up. There's two different kinds of wood here, beech trees, and the first stuff that I got is manuka. The manuka's way more dense. Gonna have a quick instant soup to recharge before I chop all that wood. It smells good. It's tomato and ricotta. going, that's good. Getting wood is hard work. It's like more intense than a gym workout. These cabins are awesome, by the way. It's so cozy being up here. I don't even have the fire going yet. It's going to be a nice night. Okay, let's make a start on this. The fire's quite wide inside, so I don't have to chop it into small bits, which is good. That's about it. We did it. Look at all that wood, man. Thick pieces. Okay, I'll finish up out here and we'll split some up and get this fire going. What a monumental effort. Look at that chimney. Can't wait to get the fire going and see the smoke coming out of that. I'm gonna break up some of these nice dry bits. This stuff. Make some kindling. Then we get the big logs going. Looks like some water's dripping into the fireplace. It's not very good. It's quite a bit. Hey, look at all that water on the fire. It's not ideal. Once this gets real hot, I'll just be able to chuck these big logs on and they should just catch. And you know, it's a real wide fireplace, so I can just lift them in and keep them burning. My little fire's struggling a bit. I was probably a little bit lazy and didn't split up those kindling pieces enough. I think it's going now though. I'm starting to steam. Should probably close the door and like get it heating up in here a bit. It's actually quite cool. But I'm just going to monitor this, make sure it's roaring. And I'll come back to you guys. I can just sit there with my pad pump. And look, it's like a furnace. There we go, hopefully that works. Out of all the fires that I've done, this one's struggling the most. I think that wood that was in here is actually really wet. So I batoned up a few pieces of the beech trees that I cut down. And hopefully those take, we can get some heat in there and just get the big logs on. Starting to look better already. I don't have any tea with me, so I'm having a hot chocolate now, which I very much need, because I'm quite cold actually. My core temperature's dropped a bit, and I'm hungry, so I have this, get the whole place warm, get the fire absolutely roaring, then we'll think about doing dinner in an hour or so. The light's starting to fade and the rain's just coming in. It's going to get cozy in here soon, hopefully. The rain's really setting in now. It's pretty cold out here too. But the fire's roaring inside and I've got it cozy, so I'll probably head back in and get dinner on, I think. Right everybody, dinner time. In here I've got burgers. I've got some bacon for breakfast, but right now, big double cheeseburgers on the brioche buns. And for the cheese, I've got some nice aged cheddar, and we're going to double slice every patty. Actually, I'll take that back. I'm not going to double slice them all, it's pretty thick, and I'll save a little bit for breakfast. Got my favourite brioche. Gourmet brioche, so delicious. So we're going to make 2 doubles. Now let's get them on there to steam a bit. And here's onion jam. And in this one we've got some of that sweet chili relish that I used in the last video. It's very cozy in here now. I'm extremely hungry. Oh man. That is juicy, man. Succulent, juicy burgers. Oh, sometimes people in the comments, they get mad. Like, oh, you're putting this on the burger, you're putting sauce on it, where? I'm just out here in the bush, eating burgers. I'm sure you have your own particular way how you like them. This is how I like mine. And they're absolutely delicious. Oh, this is 10 out of 10. One thing I don't like so much about this cabin is the fireplace. It's like ground level. And then there's like this lid over it, so it's quite hard to get the heat out of it. In the big red shed, that cabin's raised up, so like the heat comes out at you, and I feel like you get more efficiency out of the fire. But I've got to have this really cranking to feel the warmth from it. Other than that though, it does the job. I always prefer an open fire instead of a closed in one. Honestly, these are incredibly delicious. I've retained all the juice. It's just dripping. That little bit of spice from the relish. Oh, 10 out of 10. The cheese is crispy as well.
See all that juice.
Ah. Fire's putting out crazy heat now. The Manuka burns hotter than the beechwood. It's extremely dense, and once it's going, man, it's like hot out to here. So we're fully cozy finally, and I just feel way more relaxed after having those burgers. So I'm just gonna tidy up, chill out, and enjoy this rain, which is kind of like constantly coming in. I think it's supposed to get quite a bit heavier in the morning, but for now it's just a nice level. That sounds good. Gonna stock up my wood reserves. Get some of these big logs on. More wood. I've tied it up a bit and I've batoned up a few more pieces of wood, so in the morning I have a bit of kindling. I have a massive amount of logs here, but I don't really need much more on the fire, so maybe I'll chuck a few more on, but I'll let that die down now, because it's real hot in here. But yeah, all is well in the cabin. The rain's kind of picking up a bit, I think. Should be pretty heavy by the morning. The reason why I'm in the cabin this time is because there was forecast for 100-kilometre winds up in the tops, so I was like, after the camp I just had, I think I'll give that a miss. But hopefully we have snow soon and I'll be up there for the snowstorms. That's the last of the wood that I'll put on tonight. I'm pretty sure the fire's going to go out because of that water that's dripping down into the fireplace. But it's real nice and warm in here, and I'll just relight it in the morning. But for now I've got a big brew. I'm just going to sit back and listen to the rain. Time to set my bed up. I have 4 bunks to choose from. I'm not going to go on the top though because it'll be just too hot with the fire at the moment. But I want to go back in this one, away from the door, be nice and cozy. Oh, the rain's starting to pick up now. I just checked the forecast and it's supposed to get real heavy soon, so it'll be nice to listen to as it drifts off to sleep. I've got the 4-degree quilt tonight. It's not going to be too cold in here. I got the Zen Billy Hood, so I'll get this set up on the bed. In case you're wondering, the pillow that I pretty much always use on these camping trips is the Nemo Fellow Pillow, I think it's called. It's a little bit heavier and bulkier than some pillows, but I reckon it's worth the wait. It's got a bit of memory foam on the top, and it's got an air bladder underneath. Yeah, the rain's really picking up now. Should get pretty heavy over the night, which will be nice to listen to. This cabin's not so loud as the other ones because it's got like this solid wood cladding. And I think there's like thick insulation in the ceiling. So there's like more of like a dulled out noise from the raindrops than the red shack. Man, this is supremely comfortable. I've got my air mat on top of these 2 kind of average foam mats, so I've just got so much cushioning. I use the air mat just because, you know, I don't know what the mat's going to be like when I get to the huts, so it's nice to have my own one with me that I can rely on. But yeah, the fire's still cranking away. I pushed all the coals back, so hopefully the drips don't put it out overnight. There should be heat still in there by the morning because there's so many coals. But yeah, it's been fantastic so far. I'm just looking forward to lying back and listening to the rain.
Coffee in my undies. Good morning, fine people of the internet. It has been raining pretty much like this all night long, which has been very nice and cozy. I have a huge coffee here to drink, and then I'll probably get up and light the fire. But you may have noticed I've flipped around my sleeping orientation. I think it's just a little bit more comfortable this way, so had a good sleep and ready for the new day. You can see there's just one tiny ember in there, still going. This is glorious. There's all water dripping in around here. There's heat at the back. Good morning, Mr. Wicker. There he is, right on cue. Smelt my coffee. The rain's intensified a bit. I think it's supposed to just be heavy for the next 3 days straight as this cyclone kind of moves in and across the country. Doesn't seem to be too windy though, which is good. But the fire's cranking now. And I think it's time for another brew soon. And then we'll do breakfast.
There's a nice steady rain out here. It's not very cold, but it's just a nice thick mist coming down. I think it's time for another coffee to do breakfast.
Big bacon sandwich. This looks great. Oh man. That's quite delicious. My disclaimer is this is not a health food show, and I only eat like this when I'm having camping trips and treats. Sweet, salty, crunchy. It's exquisite. The rain's just consistently coming down in like a thick mist. Wow, that was pretty tasty breakfast. That was like an ultimate bacon sandwich. And just like that, it's gone.
Look, there's a little tap here. There's a pipe running up from the stream and feeds water into this little tap. It's quite handy. There's a wicket. Nice to sit out here under the veranda on my porch and have my coffee before I head out. You can really hear the water rushing in the creeks either side of the hut now. It's been quite a heavy, consistent rain. I feel like an old man sitting on my porch. I really want to get a porch like this at my house one day, out in the countryside, so I can just do this every morning. This has been a nice camp, really relaxing. The last couple have been pretty intense. I've just been fully stressed out, thrashing the body, but this one's nice just to sit back and relax. Not a massive walk in, and just enjoy being out here. Hope you guys liked this cabin. This one's cool. I might come back to this one in a year or so, but there's still plenty more for me to look at and show you guys. So yeah, I think the next video I'll do a van camp. I want to test the van out again, but for now I'm going to finish this brew and then I'll slowly pack down inside. I might read some of the hut information to you guys so you can learn a little bit about the history of this little cabin, and then yeah, we'll head back to the car or the van. That's where we are, the Cobb Valley. That's an old hut. Old Mittens hut. 1883. This is 1958. There's a lot of history in this valley. They used to like have sheep here, I think, farmed it. And there's the dam and there was gold mining. It's an awesome place. And this guy, Max Polglaze. He did a lot of work in here and built a lot of the huts and maintained the tracks. He's like a local legend, kind of. Well, he is. Look at him. Hardcore bushman. That guy, Max Polglaze, I think he pretty much lived up here for a lot of his life, just maintaining and looking after the place, building the tracks. So it's cool that he had people like that, so, you know, the next generation, me, can come up here and enjoy it. Hopefully my kids too. But yeah, I think it's time to pack up and get out of here. I want to get quite wet walking back. You can see this rain, it's not like massive drops, but it's just like a thick, continuous kind of drizzle. Right everyone, back in the van. It's about a 2-hour drive back and it should be quite fun. I enjoy driving the van. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you again to everyone who subscribed and helped the channel reach 100,000 subs. It's kind of crazy, to be honest. But yeah, I really appreciate it. You guys showing some support back means a lot because these videos take a lot of effort to produce. And I'm fogging up. But yeah, thanks guys. And I'm going to head home and probably get into the bath. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next installment. Have a great day, great week, and a nice life. See you next time.